go. Let's put this right here. I know y'all can't see the thing. Let me add the indicator. There we go. There we go, mate. Let's put that right there. Let's put this right here like that. Let's put that right there like that. Let's make it bigger. Actually, I want to see. Middle. Hold on. There. I can see it maybe. Let's see. Streams, crypto charting stream. Alright, boys. So this is like the second weekly stream here. I'm gonna go from Bitcoin. So let me just do this honestly. Let's do this. It's a lot easier. So I can see. Alright, we're gonna do Bitcoin. Let's turn this up. Turn my music up. I don't want to get copyrighted though. Last stream I got copyrighted, bro. It pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. I just like I don't like getting copyrighted, bro. If I'm being real. Sorry. So next week here we have the elections. So we have 10 a.m. news Tuesday, PMI, which I'm not really gonna be trading from Monday through Tuesday, because again we have elections. Monday I will be tape reading, and Tuesday, like the whole day. Like I'm not really gonna be trading until after 5 p.m. which is whenever the elections goes on. I think it's like 5 p.m. around there, like in the afternoon. Even then, I just AM session. I'm just step away. And then Wednesday, I'll see how Wednesday's price action is. I probably won't trade Wednesday either. That's another thing. I won't trade Monday through Wednesday. Probably after Thursday, if I'm being truly honest, because we have FOMC. So we have FOMC Thursday, and I feel like this is just two big volatility injectors of news in the market that the market is just simply going to be like, it won't be able to handle both of these, if I'm being truly honest. Like especially on the days that I have no news, like Monday and Wednesday, it won't be able to handle it, if I'm being real. Like those are just going to be choppy, slow days, and then eventually Tuesday and Thursday are just going to be moving with speed. Mainly Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday is going to be just jumping, and then eventually Thursday might just like be a slow but good movement day, like. And then Friday, everything's back to normal basically. And then eventually next week, same thing really. We have CPI after that. And then PPI Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday probably the best days, honestly. Just Monday through Friday is probably the best day. Tuesday through Friday. Monday I won't really be trying to trade anything, especially since it's a bank holiday. I want to know which one. Which one is it? Veterans Day. So yeah. And then after that, like the third week of the month should be good. So yeah, like the third week of the month should really be good, and then like the last week also. So yeah, really this month we're gonna start off hot, and then eventually towards the end we're gonna start to cool down. That's kind of why. So that's basically really it. Because again, the news, just that really, honestly. So we're gonna go with Bitcoin. I'm gonna try to do this a little bit more relatively quickly, I should say, because I don't know. Last stream I was doing, it was late night, of course. Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? I missed the party because I was streaming and trying to do this and that. And this is another thing about the streams too, like in the videos. I'm going to be uploading a lot more, honestly, if I'm being truly honest, because one, my goal for this YouTube channel is to hit 100K, if I'm being truly honest. That's always been one of my goals, to get the plaque from YouTube. So I'm going to work as hard as possible just to get that. Of course, profitability, scaling, reaching a certain amount of funding and all that is still going to be the goal. I have multiple goals, but one of them is, of course, one of them that has the barrier to entry, and one that I know I can, I have the skills to do to get me there, is content creation, which is reaching 100K. So that's one of my goals there, is reaching 100K. If you don't know, let's pull up the tweet. I don't want to pull it up, but I have to at this point. Let's go to X real quick. Let's go to X. Show you guys my profile pic. Not profile pic, my profile. So this used to be my old channel. Again, old channel here. We're like halfway to 100K. We almost got it. And then eventually the game I was playing, which was Fortnite Mobile, got banned 2 years ago, basically. And I just stopped uploading, stopped playing the game, really. And again, the community died, if I'm being truly honest. I would go back right now, but I don't want to again. It's just dead in my opinion. And then eventually this is the new channel here. So we're not even like, what is this, like 50K? This is like 600, 123 videos here, 464. Here, really on this channel, I plan on uploading a lot more, like short form content. Plan on like just utilizing every single piece of content creation and like all my knowledge I have, just combining it all, and trying to reach that plaque. Trying to get that plaque, brother. If I'm being truly honest, like Failed on the first run. It is what it is at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just gonna go back at it. And yeah. Oh, what I've been doing recently is what? This right here. Right here. I've been taking notes. I've been watching Gene, and then I was watching CRT, you know. My favorite video was market profiles, this one right here. We're gonna try to implement that right now, you know, structure, advanced market structure, with Romeo Turtle Soups, CRT. Why did this soup fail? Why did this soup fail? My astute peoples. He's one of my favorite people to watch, honestly. He is, you know, like, even though he's controversial, he's really good at trading, I should say. No glazing. He's really good at trading. Especially, the way he teaches, the way he teaches the concepts and the way he shows like his trades and stuff, I assume, my perception from what I've seen, he's a good trader. Doesn't mean he's actually a good trader, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gotta be really questioning, you gotta be thinking logically and critically. Me, I'm a decent trader, for being real. I don't claim to be like 90% win rate, 80% win rate like them, the people on Twitter and all that, posting only wins and all that. I take losses. I showed them on the channel here, like last video, you know. I'm not like an A1 trader just yet. Just yet. All right, so Bitcoin monthly time frame. We have a monthly order block there. I like this monthly. Even though we're opening and we're moving lower, I like the power 3 on it. You know, like the formation on power 3 here, we're just opening up, moving lower, then we move up higher and we close. Boom, power 3. A bullish power 3, of course. This is what I like here. And then we're in between this candle's range from this high to this low. And here in this scenario, this candle's a range. That's what I've been learning from Romeo. This candle's a range. I think I'm gonna stop watching Gene, but I still have a couple more videos. I'm gonna finish that. And again, I want to stick to my mechanical model. I'm not gonna switch it. I'm not gonna go and just trade discretionary with Romeo's strategy and all that. I'm gonna continue to use what I have. I was just simply learning and refining the CRTs and just everything he's been teaching to make the CRT a little bit better. So I'm still gonna use it. I'm still gonna trade that. I'm not gonna try to deviate away from it. On the weekly here. So on the weekly time frame, we have this right here. I was gonna mark out this order block, but we have the monthly one. We have this buy side imbalance on the weekly here. I don't know if we have CRT, so we do have CRT. I do want to see the retracement now. So we have weekly CRT here. We can see the retracement occur. Let's go full screen. So we have the weekly CRT. We can see the retracement occur here live, real time. Now we're gonna want to see this candle form the CRT, and then eventually close and come back down, and then eventually move up higher. That would be more ideal. Even though we did have a break of market structure, we do have this fair value I'm not holding. To me, it just seems more ideal for us to move down lower, open up, move down lower the next candle, and then eventually start to move up higher. But again, we have the elections in 2 days. So here, you know, generally speaking right now, I think we're still bullish until we break below this fair value gap on the weekly. Then eventually I'm going to start to be a little bit more skeptical and be a little bit, you know, leaning towards bear. If we make this inverse, then we start moving lower, targeting this right here. If we don't hold this buy center balance here on the weekly, then eventually I'm going to be a little bit more skeptical. Because again, we have the monthly order block. We should not be disrespecting this weekly PDA rate since they are overlapping. I wouldn't want to see that. And again, we're going to be reaching way too deep into a you know, disrespecting a discount PDA rate. I don't want to see that, especially on the weekly. So that's another thing. Is the stream lagging? Is my stream lagging? All right, and then on the daily time frame, we have a daily buy side imbalance there. Here I was looking for daily CRT here on this candle here, but we just never really formed it. I do want to start intraday trading this, but again, I'm sticking to my mechanical strategy. I'm not going to go and deviate away from it. I will start to be more discretionary once we start to see a little bit more success on the mechanical side. And then eventually, you know, of course, demo trading, backtesting more, being more discretionary on those aspects and getting really good. Training my eye, of course, eye training, and just being really good discretionary. Eventually, then and there, once we can start just using both, being discretionary and mechanical. Why not deviate? I'm not going to try to deviate fully away from the mechanical side. Just try to use it to my advantage also. So on the 4-hour time frame here, on the 4H, we have this sweep right here. We can see the sweep, beautiful sweep. And then eventually we have a 4-hour SIBI here, which is one of our key confluences since it's inside of the daily PDA rate. The daily PDA rate is still holding since we were closing back above here. And then yeah, we just want to see, since this is going to be a CRT here, also the 4-hour CRT, CRT2. It's going to be a 4-hour CRT here. We want to see how the 50% reacts, especially after we hit the SIBI. Are we going to go simply move up, come back down, and then eventually move up higher? Or are we going to continue to the downside and reach for the, sell side liquidity resting down here? I don't want to see that, honestly. I'd rather see chop, wait until the elections, and then eventually start to move in either direction, preferably to the upside. And that's really it. It seems like a market maker sell model here. Looks like it wants to be completed, but I feel like we already completed it with that low. Then eventually the second stage would have to be all the way down here. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, honestly, see what happens here. And then on the 1H, we do seem to be forming more of a market maker buy model. So this is Monday. Tuesday created the high of week. Even on the indices, Tuesday was the high of the week for the indices like NQ. And then eventually Wednesday through Thursday and Friday, we just started to move lower. Friday was, again, more of a retracement up higher. But on the indices, we closed up above near like the closing of where Thursday was. We're going to go over that, honestly. We can go through that right now, actually. What am I talking about? So here you can see, yeah, Friday we closed all the way back above. Thursday we closed down here. So BTC closed down here. Indices closed up there. Goes to show, strength. And NQ moving up higher. Scheduled for November 3rd at 11:44 p.m. We're still going on stream, right? Okay. And yeah, no, weekly opening. I want to see how this new weekly opening opens up, and then eventually the power 3. So here on the weekly, you can see we came up, went up higher. Now we're going to close near it's going to be like a doji candle, which shows weakness. Again, shows weakness. Come back down, move up higher maybe. Or maybe opening up the next candle. We're somewhere around here. Open up the next candle. Boom. Move lower. Sweep the low. And then eventually close somewhere back above here. And then eventually form CRT there. Something like that. And then we form a new CRT with this right here like this. Boom, boom, boom. Form a new CRT. Something like this. So we open up. Move lower. And then we close back above. Boom. Open up CRT. And then eventually the next candle, which opens up on BTC. We go down lower, just a little bit, retrace into like an imbalance or an order block, and then we move up higher, complete the CRT, and then we start to be bullish from there. That's kind of a scenario here we can have. But the next one, again, next candle opening up, move down lower, and then eventually higher for sure. That's kind of what we're aiming for here. But again, the weekly power 3, what day is going to form? I want to see the beginning of the week from Monday through Wednesday to form the low of week. Thursday and Friday, I want to see strong expansion to the upside. And of course, breaking above here, breaking above this little range we have and pushing up higher, closing above the high, not, sticking inside of the range, having another, candle coming inside, opening up the CRT. This is the second candle confirmation. This is it's about to close. Second candle confirmed. Third candle open up, move lower, higher, and just reach for higher prices. Because again, we have such high volatility news and injectors coming in. I want to see the market not stay inside of this range. I want to see it push up to the upside. So yeah. And let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum's been like super weak, honestly. Like it's been super weak this whole entire cycle, if I'm being real. But it's just one of them that, of course, we have an expectation. It's underperforming, but that doesn't mean it's not going to perform. It's gonna, I feel like it's gonna catch everybody by surprise, especially everybody that's doubting it, disrespecting it. Like this is one of the main key tokens that has a lot of strength and has ETFs backing it up. Once BTC's into ETFs stop moving, once they stop putting that money in there, guess where it's gonna go. Right here, Ethereum. It's gonna go straight to Ethereum. Ethereum's gonna start moving, and it's gonna move probably around 5. I would expect 5, especially if we form a breaker here. I would expect 5. I mean, truly honest. Let's see, probably around 6. I'm guessing 5 though for sure. 5 has to be, a scenario. It's ideal. 5 is ideal. Maybe 6. The most is telling us 9, 8. So we have to just wait and see, honestly. Look at my dog. My dog. Yeah, go up there. Go up there. I'm working. I'm charting. Are you a student or do you work? I'm waiting for potential sell on BTC and EQ of that 1H BTC that we created last Friday. Do you think we would make sense W charting session? I'm a student. I'm waiting for the potential. I'm waiting for a potential sell on BTC. Let me go back to BTC so I can see what he's saying. I'm waiting for a potential sell on BTC at equilibrium of that 1 hour BSC that we created Friday. Do you think that would make sense? Oh, you mean the SIBI? Wait, hold on. This one right here that we created last Friday. Last Friday, what was last Friday? Oh, this one right here. I am bugging out, my bad. The BPR. Yeah, the BPR. Here, up here. I don't know. I feel like it would be ideal. But if we're already reaching up there, I think we're going to be bullish, especially if we're breaking above these highs right here. If we're breaking above these highs, market structure is going to be telling me bull for sure. I don't know. We might get a reaction to move lower short term, but long term, I don't think this is going to hold to continue pushing us lower. Yeah, that'd be a low-key change in the state of delivery. Yeah, if we break above here, especially after sweeping these lows right here, when we break above here, or like just staying below these lows, if we, this is a break of market structure. If we are unable to continue to the downside, holding these lows, in my opinion, like I just don't see us going up, coming back down. Short term, we might, reach up here, and then come back down. But long term, I think we're still going to continue to the upside, especially if we hold the weekly PDA right here, or the daily. This is the daily buy side imbalance. If we hold the daily buy side imbalance, I think we're going to continue to the upside, especially if we break above that high. Even if we reach into that 1 hour PDA rate, it's still a 1 hour PDA rate. Like the daily holds more power than the 1 hour. So you got to be a little bit more wary, especially with those. And you want to align all the time frames and all the PDA rates together. Like order flow is fractal, price is fractal. That's why it's very important to work your way from the higher time frame to the lower time frame to then eventually have a solid trade idea. But yeah, that Friday high was also a retracement to the 1 hour or even 4 hour after that we dropped lower. Yeah, no, that's where you should have been entering the trade. That's where you should have been entering, because again, I was watching this too on the 12H. I think we had an inversion. No, it was on the, I don't know which time frame it was, but I saw we had an inversion. Saw we had TRT form. See, we had a break in market structure. We had a SIBI form. Here, this confirmed, bearish order flow. And then if you drop down to the 1 hour time frame, this right here could have been your entry right there as soon as we retrace. We don't even need to wait any further after that. We'll probably catch the retracement, aiming for this right here with these lows. That could have been your first target. And then probably these down here to complete the market maker model. Somewhere down here maybe. Just aim for that. That could have been your trade idea. Would have been a very beautiful trade idea. Now I feel like if you do retrace now, I just think we're going to run past it. The problem is the first time we did, if we had row context. So I was thinking maybe we can do it again. I really don't know now. Because again, even if we do, I feel like the news with the election and like FOMC is probably not going to give you that ideal area or the ideal movement you want. Either, we're going to move straight up or straight down, especially with the elections. I don't think any of these confluences, especially on the lower time from like the 1 hour, the 4 hour, they're not lower time from like the intermediate term time frames. They may hold, but majority of them are going to get ran through, in my opinion, especially like where like all this right here, all from this low to this high. I feel like majority of all this is probably going to get disrespected, either move to one side or the other, especially with the elections. I feel like it's going to cause a massive dump or a pump. And then we got FOMC after. That's another scenario here. Because elections are a big thing, bro. Like, there's every 4 years, the market moves crazy whenever the elections come around. Especially on Forex. I've seen Forex, big wicks on the monthly candles. Especially whenever the election was around in November. Big wicks. So I'm expecting crypto to have some movement like that. Especially, crypto has been hot, especially during the elections and like their campaigns for Trump and Kamala. Yeah, crypto has been buzzing a lot more recently, especially with Bitcoin being a main one. But yeah, no, like if you do want to be bearish in this scenario, I wouldn't want to be bearish right now, especially after completing this market maker sell model. Like we completed the market maker sell model, we have swept all the sell side. The best timing to enter was up here, around here. Everything else I feel like is more inside of a discount. Even if you do retrace up, you don't know if this is going to hold at this point, because the market is already going to be breaking structure, going back up. It's going to be bullish. You're going to be in a bullish trend. Here in this scenario, it was a bearish trend. You want to see these highs getting swept, reaching into these bearish imbalances, the bearish PDRAs, bearish market structure. Everything was screaming bearish here, you know what I'm saying? So that's very ideal. In this scenario, not so much anymore. We're going to be forming a market maker buy model here. and it just looks a lot more ideal for the longs, especially if you're, you know, breaking above highs, sweeping the old lows like this right here, sweeping the old lows right here, breaking above these highs, and then just continue to the upside. That's going to be bullish. It's going to be an ideal bullish scenario to you know, continue seeing the market be bullish. But let's go to Ethereum here. Let's go to Ethereum, baby. So again, ETH has been underperforming, I won't lie. But I just see a lot more potential with it too, you know. If you want to keep that sell idea, wait for more context when we get up there to the 1 hour BPR. Yeah, that's another thing. Wait till we get up there, and then you can scale down to like a lower time from like a 15-minute or a 5-minute, and then refine your entry, and then take it. You know, with I would suggest, you know, a minimum amount of risk. You know, not too much, not too heavy. Usually, you want to bet more heavy whenever you're like in alignment with the higher time frame, because the higher time frame to me is still bullish. I'm not really bearish, especially on the monthly. You know, the monthly we closed. You know, we're up and up. You know, we went down lower, we closed up. Green candle, bullish candle. We're bullish. You know, power 3 here is forming right now. I see it opening up, going down lower, and then I'm actually moving up higher. You know, I was talking about this in the beginning of the stream. I want to see us open up, move down lower, like the first 2 weeks, first week or two, and then I'm actually start to move up higher. You know, we're in a bullish environment right now, especially with the weekly. I want to see this type of power 3 open up happen right now. Right now, we're just in this scenario right now, but we just don't know where the bottom is going to form. And then eventually we can start to, you know, try to catch something along the lines right there. And then, you know, once you're reaching this area, you want to start taking profit, you know, right there. Once you're reaching this, you know, back down, taking the profit. Shit, I want Bitcoin to 150 by the end of 2025. 2025, yeah, it's ideal. Next year, it's ideal in my opinion. I just don't know 150. That's kind of it's kind of heavy. I won't lie. What's your bias on gold? I saw the same setup on BTC. We formed the 1 hour SIBI last Friday. I was planning short in it there. Any opinions? So gold, I took a trade gold last Friday too. I didn't mean to delete that. Gold, I took a short. If you saw my trade recap, I did lose, but the bias was everything else was correct. I'll go over it real quick for you. So I know what you're talking about. So on the daily here, we had a daily inversion. You know, we flipped order flow bearish. I was trying to catch this right here. You know, trying to catch this since we opened up, moved up higher, then we went down lower. Because again, the weekly is looking a little bit more here. I do see us coming back down a little bit more, and then I'm actually moving up higher on gold for next week. But here we did have a bearish BPR on the 4 hour. It's kind of what you're talking about. And then on the 1 hour, this is where I took my trade during New York. 1 hour time frame, we had this sweep. Let me take all this off real quick. Let me take that off. And on the 1 hour, we had a 1 hour sweep here, and then on the 15. I waited for this change in the state of delivery. That's kind of where my entry was. And then on the 5 minute, right here, it was a 3 minute entry, but the 5 minute also had an inversion. On the 3 minutes is where I entered, and then I got stopped out. Right here, right there. Had my stop around this high, but I closed the trade a little early because again, I was in so much drawdown. My original risk was 4%. I was risking way too much, and then eventually, whenever it came back up, I got stopped out. Or I didn't get stopped out. I closed the trade because I was like, bro, if I'm gonna lose 4%, why not minimize it to 3? You know, and then eventually the trade played out. But we had news at 10 a.m. That's another thing. I should have just waited for news at 10 a.m. We had, you know, news right here. I think I should have just been waiting. Damn, Def, if I lower the risk, you might have had held. Yeah, let's go load up the news real quick right here. So we had news. That's the thing too. I couldn't even accept the risk if I'm being real. I didn't want to blow the account in one day. So we had news at 10 a.m. right there last Friday. What's your reason you didn't put the stop loss swing high? See, the thing is, because look, this is the 3 candle formation on the fair value gap. So this is your first candle, this is your second candle, this is your third candle. I try to put it around here, like around there. But even if I did have, which I mean, even if I didn't, you know, let the trade, if I didn't close the trade and I let it run, I would have won. But I wasn't able to accept the risk. So. And then eventually we were aiming. I was originally aiming for right here for this low. And I'm just trying to pass the account in one trade, which didn't work out. Risking too much, being emotional, being greedy. That's kind of why we closed it early. But the bias, everything was correct. Again, the bias, everything was correct. Just the lower time from entry was the issue. And if we simply waited for this third candle right here to open it up for 10 a.m., which is your third candle CRT confirmational, that would have been a lot better, especially. Where's the 5 minute? The 5 minute had an inversion. That would have been a better entry. Let's go right here. So yeah, as soon as this right here, as soon as this candle opened up on 10 a.m., you can see we had an inversion. So we were respecting it. You know, we were respecting it at first, moving up, and then we disrespected it right here with this candle. Opened up, boom, boom, and then we started to move lower. I like the setup a lot. Just the motion we got to work on. Got to work to perfect. Yeah. That's one thing I'm really working on. Then the stop here would have been up here, or right here. Because again, it was still yet to get inversed. So you don't want to enter just yet, even though, you know, this swept the high and then we move lower. You want to wait for the inversion once it, you know, comes back up. Or if you're entering down here, I don't know. You can enter down there. It doesn't matter. Your bias will be correct anyways. The entry right here. Have you ever been trying swing trading or just trades which which are taking a longer period of time per se? See, I've tried swing trading. I like it, but I just prefer getting in and out on the same day. But some trades I like on crypto, you know, I was taking like Jasmine longs one time. It was good, you know. I like it. It was good. I'm not against swing trading at all. You just really have to have like everything breaking it down from like the daily 1 hour, and like the 15, and you just gotta have like a lot of trust. You gotta be managing the position a lot better too. You know, with day trading, you know, like it's cool. You can be on the charts for like 1 or 2 hours, and then eventually, you know, you're done. Swing trading, you gotta have alerts set. You gotta be paying attention to it every other couple of hours, and you gotta be managing the position correctly and like watching the market. It does take a lot more mental capital. That's another thing too. And that's kind of why I just don't like really swing trading that much. With heavy amounts of risk, it's not worth it in my opinion. If you want to just swing trade, or like if you want to be trading like that with heavy amounts of risk, just put spot instead of perpetuals or futures. It's just better. It's a lot less risk, but more mental capital preservation. You know, like you're not as emotional, you're not as attached. I'm pretty sure I found out my setup for life. It just requires me to be on the charts from 9:30 to 11:30. That's what I mean too. Yeah, if you're day trading, you're only going to be looking at the market for like a certain amount. That's me too. You know, I'm only looking at, you know, from 8 to like 12 really, and then I'm done. New York. That's another thing. I was trying to trade every session. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. You want to take at least like, you know, you want to have a specific session you're trading, and then you also want to have specific rules. It's better. It alleviates so much stress, gives you so much time to do other stuff, and it just like, you grow. You know, you're disciplined, you're consistent, and you just learn from your mistakes. If you only take one trade a day, or if you're only trading like during this certain session, after it's done, you go review and you learn, and you come back stronger the next day. So yeah, so that's kind of what happened here. Just a little bit of it's a little bit of a choppy price action we got chopped up in, and then, you know, the market came out and started moving lower. Shit is a money glitch and hella simple. Just find that one setup, you know, for life that you absolutely trust. Yeah, that's facts. Like, you can be trading the ICT silver bullet, you can be trading, you know, like this OTE, you can be doing whatever you want, bro, as long as you have like a certain time period, and like risk parameters, and like just so many rules. You gotta have certain rules just to prevent you from making certain mistakes. Like if you're over trading, or if you're like you're revenge trading, or if you're risking too much. One thing I need to work on, that I just know I need to work on, is risk management. I tend to risk too much per trade, and then eventually too, my emotions. Do you think it's possible to be profitable by simply charting for like 1 hour, put in limit orders, and just let them do their thing? Yeah, something like algorithmic trading, bro. Every strategy works. It's really just like the person using it that makes it work too, though. Every strategy is profitable. It's the person using it. I see people, you know, using support and resistance. They're using, you know, like structure. They're using indicators. This person's using just this, that. You know, you can go on Twitter, bro, and you'll find it. I promise you. But another thing is, you don't want to be strategy hopping either. Only because you see this person having success doesn't mean you want to go on and copy him. You want to do something that really gravitates with you. And that's something I'm trying to work on too. You know, I'm trying to stick to my strategy. I see people on Twitter posting their wins using the strategy. This, you know, is not too different from mine. I want to change my rules. No, I'm not. Boom. Stick with it. You can literally be profitable. Just limit order a little after the sweep. Level and tight stop. Yeah, if you want to be trading turtle swoops, you can. That's another thing too. I want to trade turtle swoops, but I can, bro. I'm not willing to do something like that. I'm not really comfortable trading a sweep, especially the ones that are like sweeping highs like this right here, or like this right here. Certain sweeps like this, I'm just not really comfortable taking those. I know some people that are, you know, some people that trade these right here. Boom, sweep, enter, and they catch the top. Catching tops and bottoms for me are just not really ideal. I don't have enough experience. I want to get to that point, but I know I gotta backtest, review. I gotta be trading so much, bro. Have you ever been trading like this? Yeah, my strat is catching the absolute top and absolute bottom. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna do a quick breakdown on ETH, and then we're gonna go to Sol. So Ethereum, we have CRT, boom, boom. We're hitting the 50%. I want to see that eventually start to be rejected. Once we do, start to move into it a little bit more, reaching into the discount, I want to see the market start to move up higher. Weekly time frame, we are forming a bearish order block, which isn't a good scenario here in my opinion. I don't like it, but I'm at the market out, and stick with it, see if it gets respected to continue pushing us lower. And if it does, then I'm actually reaching the sell side, which is down here for sure right now. But if it doesn't, it gets inversed here in the scenario, we're gonna have just a bullish order block. We're gonna be able to, close above it, use it as a means to push us up higher. What pairs do you trade? 15-minute NQ and ES to CSMTs. Do you mind asking how you approach the market? I find it very interesting. Bro, you should just hop on Discord. We should all just hop on Discord, if I'm being real. You don't know VC or something. And then on the daily, let's go to the daily. The daily, we have the market maker summon. I do see it coming down, sweeping this, and then eventually we can start to move up higher. And then we have our new buy side objective here, which I've not been charting crypto as much. We had an inversion. You could have been trading that to this sell side objective right here. As soon as this closed right here below it, you could have been trying to take, shorts from right here. So this is another scenario. Instead of trading BTC shorts, you could have been trading ETH. Here on the 4 hour, we had a 4 hour, where's it at? Sweep right here. You can see the 4 hour sweep. After we retrace into this imbalance, double sweep, boom. And then on the 1 hour, you had the 1 hour PD array form again. Another 1 hour inversion, fair value gap. This one didn't even retrace into it, bro. That's how bearish it was. Then on the 15, you can probably been, on the 15, you could have been just waiting for this fair value gap to form. But it is a little bit more choppy, I won't lie. It is a little bit more choppy. You can be trading this, honestly. Stop up there. It is a little bit more of a wide stop loss. I mean, real. Only 1-to-1. That's kind of something too. Not really my type of trade, especially with the risk reward. Not really ideal. I like usually aiming for a 1-to-2, especially even if it's swing trading. I prefer to aim for more like a 1-to-5. I don't even do anything crazy. I make sure get good sleep, hop on the charts whenever I feel like 9. Look for setups I know for life. Never overstay past like 11, 12, 11:30. Usually my deadline is 12. Sometimes I do find trades like from 11 to 12, but after 12, like lunch, I just step away because I know if I stay, I'm gonna just continue trading even though I don't want to. Never more than one trade and never double the size or anything like that when you lose. Yeah, that's facts. One thing you don't ever want to do in trading is revenge trade or like add more size whenever you're on a losing streak. That's one of the things you don't want to do. You want to cut the risk in half. And then another thing is never add or pyramid into a losing position. I know some people can do it, but it causes more drawdown and you don't want that. You want to be adding to winners. You instead of taking the trade out or taking partials on a winner, you want to add more. You want to approach it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be trying to add, you want to capitalize on that move, on that direction, especially if you're like deriving the trade from a higher time frame perspective, from like a monthly, weekly, daily basis. You want to be adding to that winning trade, bro. You don't want to take out. Of course, you want to take partials here and there, but you want to also like have good and minimize risk whenever you're going in. Whenever you're going in, like you want to have good and minimize risk. My voice is like going away, bro. All this talking is making my voice dry. But yeah, that's something I want to work on too, is pyramiding, especially into winners. I feel like I'm gonna elevate my trading so much if you add that. Let's go here. Want to take a look at EU. I was supposed to do crypto, but I already have my buys for EU. I can go over it for real quick. Let's go to EU. So EU, I was bearish. I still am bearish on EU, especially on the monthly. Being a good trader is legit just a man who follows the good habits and increases his high probability to success. None too crazy ever. Yeah, just being disciplined and being consistent in your approach to your rules, your strategy, your model. That's facts. Especially in life too. Like it's just in life in general, bro. If you're a trader, your life reflects your trading too. You want to be disciplined in every aspect of your life. You want to be working out, eating healthy, doing this and that, being on time, have a good time management, getting good quality health, sleep, diet. Okay, on the let's go to EU though. EU on the monthly, we're opening up, moving down lower. On the monthly time frame, we do have this bearish inversion that we can retrace up into to then eventually move lower. And then on the weekly time frame, we have this weekly sweep. We also have this weekly buy side imbalance we're in. That's kind of why we moved up higher here. We reached into the SIBI. Here in this scenario, we have a daily buy side imbalance and a daily bullish order block. I do want to see higher prices a little bit more, but if we do make this inverse, that's another thing. If we don't hold this right here to push up higher to reach this high again and make this weekly PDRA inverse and then start reaching to the monthly one, then eventually we can be bearish here. So we can be bearish, make this inverse, and then reach the sell side here, complete the market maker sell model we are forming. I wouldn't be against that at all either. Do you consider daily breaking structure on EU? Yeah, this right here, this high right here, breaking highs. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I'm still a little bit more bullish, but on like a higher time from like the monthly, once we reach that PDRA, I am going to be a little bit more bearish. Yeah, I definitely recommend like playing a sport or chess or anything like that you look forward to after trading morning. Trading should not consume more than 25% of your day. That is facts. I've noticed my worst trading performances are whenever I'm on the chart 24/7. If I'm being real, my best trading performances are whenever I'm not on the chart 24/7. When I'm on the charts, minimum like just 2 to 3 hours, and that's it. That's my best trading performance. But and then yeah, we have the daily Boston balance. Let's go to the 4 hour. And the 4 hour here, on the 4 hour. In this scenario, I want to see how the next weekly candle opens up. I want to see how the weekly power 3 actually opens up. Because again, this weekly power 3 was bullish. We opened up. Monday was chop. Tuesday we came, we swept, made the low of the week, and then we started to move up higher. This next weekly candle, if we open up, let's just say we open up somewhere around here, and then we start to move up higher. I want to see the continuation of a move higher. I want to see Monday, something like this, where we chop around, wait for Tuesday. And then Tuesday we can come down, sweep the low, and then eventually start to move up higher. It wouldn't be bad, especially with the elections. But yeah, it wouldn't be bad seeing this right here, and then eventually start to move lower after that. So this is the thing about the weekly power 3. If the market, I know Monday's gonna chop around like this. It's gonna chop. It all depends on Tuesday. If Tuesday moves lower, we can have a bullish weekly power 3. But if Tuesday moves higher, we can have a bearish power 3. So it all really just depends. But again, we have FOMC. We have so much news this week. I really can't determine what the bias is. I'm simply just going to have to see what PDRAs are getting respected, especially on the daily. Seeing if this holds, pushes up higher, bullish. If it gets inverse and we retrace into it, looking for shorts to these lows. And again, too, on the weekly, we have 2 fair value gaps here. We're in between 2 fair value gaps. We swept this high up here. We are unable to, maintain our form inside of here, showing bearishness. But we're still inside of this, We're still inside of this weekly, BISI. We just simply have to wait. Which one gets inverse, which one doesn't. And if we do make this inverse, reach into the monthly power 3, or the monthly SIBI, to then eventually start to move lower, I wouldn't be against that at all either. So yeah, let's go to GU. GU is looking a lot more bearish too. Yeah, GU showing more bearishness than EU. For right now, it is. For right now, I won't lie, it is. GU is already below the lows. I can't pull up my SMT chart, but let's go right here. Let's pull up the daily right here like that. So yeah, you can see these lows right here. EU is already below. SMT at the lows right here. GU is showing a lot more bearishness, but it also is it's inside of the weekly PDRA. I think GU can move up higher since it is manipulating a lot more, but we have to get above this 12H SIBI here, which is going to confirm bullishness to me. So here I wouldn't be against taking longs on GU since we are just way too deep into a discount. We have weekly CRT sweeping the lows, closing back above. Reaching the 50% would be ideal as a first target, and then eventually sidelines after that. I wouldn't be against that for sure. I would not be against this. EU, we're inside of more of a tricky spot. We're like near equilibrium. That's more it's a little bit more tricky, but I wouldn't be against longs either. I would just prefer GU since it is manipulating a lot more and showing a lot more manipulation here. And it's just inside of a deeper discount, so we know the market is going to move to the upside, and we're going to be able to capitalize upon it. It may not move as much since it's a lot weaker, but we know it's going to have strength to move up. So I wouldn't be against that for sure on GU. Let's go. Another really important thing is with trading, the first couple hurdles, like building a solid foundation of discipline and conviction, is the hardest part. It can take years, and you just got to trust it. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Trading is all about that. It's all trading. Like, I remember ICT would say trading is like 12%. No, he said trading is 80% psychological, 20% technical. If you can accelerate that process, you'll never likely get over those necessary hurdles in order to be free. Bro, that's something I'm dealing with, if I'm being truly honest. Like, I'm human. Everybody, has their imperfections. Right now, my main thing right now is just risk. I'm risking too much. I'm trying to pass these evals, get payouts, build my personal capital in crypto. It's really hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, like once you have that thought of just like being greedy, over leveraging, trying to make a payout, trying to get, you know, past phase one and not sticking to your rules of only risking like 1 or 2% per trade. And then, you know, once you have the buffer, start, you know, upping up the size, you know. But it's just something I gotta work on. That's why I'm making content. Bro, I plan on mass producing for content and like doing banger vids real soon. That's another goal. 100K. I want to get 100K subs. I want to get the plaque. But yeah, what he's saying is straight facts, bro. What he's saying is straight facts, bro. Yeah, and I traded one micro, super slowly, gaining conviction every day and learning myself in and out. Trading good is so much mindset related. Yeah, bro. It's really once you control everything. Once you don't want anything, you gain everything. You know. All right, Ethereum. I forgot to finish this, but yeah, Ethereum. Let's just do this. I'm gonna try to keep getting sidetracked, but weekly bearish order block. I want to see the market move up higher, come down, sweep this low, complete the market maker sell model on the daily. On the monthly, we have CRT, but again, I wouldn't be against reaching into like the discount on the range, so then eventually start moving up higher here and loading up on my ETH bags. So yeah, we have a 4-hour CB also. I want to see that continue to get respected. We have a break in market structure below these lows. You know, bearish order flow for right now, and it's still being maintained on the 4-hour. Anything below the 4-hour, especially with like market structure order flow, I don't really try to consider too much unless it's around a higher time from PDA rate. You know, like right here, we're not into a higher time from PDA rate until we reach this low. Till we sweep this low, and then on the 1H we can start looking for reversals. But that's for right now. We're just chilling. We're watching this right now. Let's go to BNB. I don't know why BNB is right there. I'm tired of seeing it. I want to put it right there. So I like Solana more. So Solana has been one of those markets oh, this is BNB. I'm tripping. Let's go to Sol. That's why I was like, whoa, it's looking different. Let's go see what they're saying. Yep. So yeah. In the monthly, we never got it close above here. This is kind of a little devastating in my opinion. We weren't able to get a close above to form this bullish order block. Probably on the lower time from like the weekly or the daily is going to be like, yeah, it's going to be a breaker. But on the monthly is going to be a bullish order block. And again, we're in between this candles range right here from this low to this high. So we want to see, you know, inside of this candle on the lower time from like the daily. This is on the monthly. Like the daily or the weekly have buy side imbalances, respect, push us up higher, get above this high, close. If we close above here, like we did right here, we're bullish. We're still bullish. So it all depends on how this monthly candle closes. I want to see it again, move up higher, close above here. Close above here. To me, that's going to confirm still bullish order flow. You know, I don't want to see the market coming back down, sweeping both sides, and then closing inside, you know, the candle's body again. I want to see it either close above the high and maintain bullish form. So yeah. It's never about money. After you trade a micro for a year, learn everything about yourself, gain confidence, the scalability is infinite. It's always about progressing your trading and your byproduct P&L comes. That is so facts, bro. That is facts. I remember ICT, he was just talking about it on Twitter. Let's read it. He was talking about micros, how you can make money through micros. Anybody else telling you differently doesn't make money, you know. I'm going to pull up the tweet. I think I screenshotted it right here. So yeah. See this right here. Let me pull up my OBS. Let's go to full screen. Right here. Let's load it up. See, micros make money. If anyone mocks you for using them while you trade, they are prone to be unprofitable and clueless. They cost money and pay out less, but if you have the skill, it won't matter. That's facts. I don't know how not to tell you. It's facts. Micros make money, bro. As long as you have the skill, you can make money. It doesn't matter how much you risk. You make money. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have the skill, that is what matters the most. And the skill of determining the bias, determining the narrative, your entry, holding the trade management, sound money management, all that. That's all it is. Is this bottom? 67, 450 is at the bottom. 67. Yeah, we gotta pull up a different chart. I don't know. I feel like it isn't the bottom yet. I feel like we can reach down here. This is kind of what I was talking about. We can reach, continue to the downside, and then eventually start to reverse. But up on the weekly, we do have this weekly buy side imbalance also. So, and then we have weekly CRT. Maybe on the daily we don't. Where's the daily? On the daily, maybe we don't. We reach for these 12H lows, or where's the 4H lows? Yeah, it's the 4H lows. Maybe we sweep off of this. It's 4H, and then we start to move up higher here. But that all would be determined if we simply make this inverse. If we make, if we continue, if we hold this right here, continue to the downside, we likely are going to sweep those lows. But if we don't, we make this inverse, most likely we are going to continue higher. Even if we, again, if we break structure here, I am going to be a little bit more bullish. We're probably going to create another fair value gap, start to push up higher. I would want to see this as a means to get inverse and continue higher here. So yeah, it's kind of my BTC. See, I was looking at Sol, bro. I was watching CRT, bro. Oh my goodness, you're gonna see, you're seeing it right here. I was watching my CRT analysis. See, I was testing market structure as soon as. So this is another thing about market structure. This is kind of how I knew the top was in, especially on Tuesday. We swept the high. So this is important. Again, let me pull up the notes from Romeo. Romeo was market profiles right here. This is literally the market profile, guys. I promise you. This is literally what happened here. We swept the high and we closed below. We're bearish. When bearish, wait for the low that broke a high to be broken through. Confirmation is one close below. So once I saw this right here, we swept the high, we closed below this. Even if it was just a body, we closed below. I was like, all right, hold on, we might be bearish. Even though we're sweeping, we're gonna have to reach this high up here, and then eventually I'm gonna have to start to be bullish. So we'll have to reach the high, continue higher, then I'm gonna be bullish. Until then, I'm kind of a little bit more bearish. I was thinking to myself, even though we had these, bullish order flow coming in, I was thinking to myself, like, we're unable to continue to the downside here. I mean, to the upside. We broke below that low. We didn't hold this fair value gap to the left. I was like, hold on. I was like, hold on. Maybe we're switching. Maybe order flow is becoming bearish here. That's kind of what I was anticipating. And then I just simply had to wait. Sweep the high, come back down lower. Boom. Bearish order flow being intended here. And then we start to move lower. So it's kind of where I knew the reversal was coming in. I just didn't know if it was confirmed yet. Because again, we had the bullish breaker kind of forming here. But we were unable to reach the high and close above. Then eventually, then and there, I knew the bearish one was going to hold. And we're going to continue here to the downside. And again, final sweep right here, boom, and then we start to move lower. Pretty ironic in my opinion. Let's see, bro. It's fact. You can easily make more money than a 9 to 5 with 2 to 3 micros. That is correct. If you're trying to cash, even if you're not even trying to cash more majority of the daily power 3, you'll still make a good amount. If you're trading just you're trying to catch the majority of the session high, session low, you're gonna. It's crazy. Trading is so crazy. It just amazes me how this is it's just so, I don't know how to explain it. So unique. That's the best word I can say. Also, if you're a day trader that looks at the daily P&L instead of the weekly, monthly, you must make that change. That is facts. That's something I'm not gonna lie. Just reviewing earlier, I was looking at my monthly trades. I was like, man, some months or some days I don't know. I was getting greedy. I wasn't following my system. It wasn't ideal. But I was looking at throughout the whole month. It was 50-50. Some, towards the end of this, end of October, the second half, the third or fourth week, I just was not following my system, my trades. First 2 weeks I was doing good. I was following it, but I wasn't able to hold the trades long enough. And now we're just having the complete opposite. We're not following the system. Less is more. I'm trying to take less trades. Take at least 2 to 3 good setups a week, and then that's it. I'm not really trying to trade every day like I have been in the past 2 weeks. I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm trying to go back to following my system, having my edge, and that's it. I'm just following it. But yeah, nah, it's not looking too good right now for me, especially ending the month. A little bit more red, and I don't want that. But yeah, I just want to see what the results are for this quarter from Q4. I want to see how we end Q4. That's my main objective. I'm trying to get back on track, what I'm saying, in this month in the green for November, and then December really the same thing. Take less trades, follow the system more. Trade more high probability condition days, not trading every single day, not trading Mondays, low probability Mondays or Fridays, what I'm saying? Just trading, what's the bulk of the weekly power 3? How are we going to catch the weekly power 3, weekly profile? What is forming, what I'm saying? That's kind of why I added this new indicator. When I add indicator, I simply extended it Added the day of week text and all that, and then the weekly opening. I'm trying to catch more majority of the move from the weekly candle. You know, I'm not trying to catch intraday session like this right here. I'm trying to catch the bulk of the move. You know, I'm trying to catch the bulk of the move. And of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to have my bias, everything in alignment with the lower time frame also. But yeah, let's go to Sol. I keep getting distracted, I won't lie, but it's just so good. It's good distractions. So on the weekly, we have on the monthly. Whoa, this is the weekly external solid objective. It's like where this is like where if we continue lower, this is where the market maker ends right here. So it's from this low to this high. Weekly BISI, we are tapping up into it. We're sweeping these lows. We did form a bearish order block here, or you can count it as a breaker, honestly, since we did sweep this. But again, we're hitting the daily PDA rate though. I mean the weekly PDA rate. What am I saying? And then we seem to be forming some form of CRT here. I wouldn't be against that. We don't have any fair value ups other than this 12H. And yeah, it looks like we completed a market maker sell model here. Doesn't look bad at all, honestly. If we do form 12H CRT, I do see the market eventually moving up higher. Probably making this inverse on the 2H. Where's the 2H? 2H, yep. We make this inverse on the 2H. Boom, we sweep the lows. Close above. To me, I'm bullish until we reach the 12H CRT high. Which, let's go see. Which one would it have to be? It was this one right here, maybe. Yep. So yeah, probably something like this until we reach this high, then eventually sidelines for Solana right now. You know, if this happens, we're probably likely going to get up there. We might even move up higher, but again, I'm not really trying to risk it all. I'm going to just take the bread and butter. I take bread and butter any single day of the week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take a 1 to 2 any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Instead of aiming for like a 1 to 5, 1 to 4. Even though those are good, I take the bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, if I know there's going to be more opportunities being presented, I'll take that, you know? Because the market does repeat. You know, scenarios do repeat. But you have to have context on the repeating pattern. So yeah, I'm still a little bit more bullish. I want to see these. We already did sweep it. We swept the lows. We can have a double sweep, honestly. I wouldn't even be against that. If next candle wants to open up, move up lower. We open up the weekly candle, move down lower, and then we should start moving up higher. I wouldn't be against that at all. So yeah, sweeping the low again, and then eventually starting to have the real move. That would not be bad. It would not be bad. And we even have a 4-hour SIBI, so maybe we hold that. So yeah, move down lower right here. Then next week we open up, start to move up higher. I wouldn't be against this. So right now I'm gonna be, you know, a little bit more bearish, and then eventually towards like whenever we start making these inverse bullish. You know, order flow right now is still telling me bearish until we get above here, make these inverse, get above these highs, break this. And then eventually I'm gonna start to be a little bit more bullish. I might have to start listening to Lil Uzi while trading. On God, I'll print more, bro. If me personally, I just don't like listening to music whenever I'm trading. Only whenever I'm in a trade. Whenever I'm like trying to find the setup, or whenever I'm like charting, I can't, bro. I can't. I get distracted. I like having my focus. But whenever I'm in the trade, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm jamming out, putting in Ken Carson, all that. Let's go to BNB though. BNB. So BNB, we're in between this range right here, from this high to this low, from this monthly candle of September. We are unable to get above or below. We are unable to close above or below. What are we inside? A choppy range on BNB. A choppy range. It doesn't seem ideal to trade this one until either we close above here or this low, or we sweep this lower high. Because again, we're having an injection volatility candle. You know, we're building up liquidity. Right now, I just want to see if we want to be bullish, sweep this low, and then eventually start moving up. That's the only ideal scenario here. If we want to reverse and start moving up higher, we're either gonna have to sweep this low and then eventually start moving up higher, especially on this monthly. This is a monthly candle that was unable to reach the high or the low of the previous month. That does not look strong at all. Does not have much volume. The body has the volume, the bulk of the volume. This doesn't look like it has much volume for me in real. So right now we're opening up, moving lower. Good. Move lower, sweep the low, and then eventually start moving up higher if we're gonna be bullish. Let me see that gold trade you took on the 5 minute instead real quick. don't get distracted because I'm never under the 5 minute, and the candles just look hella clear to me on the 5 minute plus. All right, let's go. This is the 5 minute. This is where I took it. See, my stop loss was like up there. It was like around here in the trade. Let's go to the 3 minute, refine it. Oh, whoa, I didn't even turn this off. It was right here at this. It was like right here at this candle's wick. Consequent encroachment, like a little bit below it. So yeah. So yeah, this was the trade. Again, I probably should have waited for the news. That would have been more ideal. Boom, boom, inversed. As soon as we get an inverse retrace, that would have been the better entry right here. Let's put this right here like that. And this would have been the better trade. As soon as we retrace. And then the stop loss at the stop, or the swing high. And then we target the lows right here. But I was just aiming for this low to pass the account, because I was over leveraging, I won't lie. Was the entry there because you were really confident in the draw? Yeah, that's another thing. I was really confident that we were going to reach the draw liquidity. I just didn't know when. And we had news too. And I was thinking like, okay, the draw liquidity is clear. We have bearish order flow being shown here. Maybe the news is going to push us lower and I'm going to miss the move. Why not enter right now? So I kind of got FOMO. That's another thing too. So yeah, that's kind of another reason why now that I'm like thinking about it, I did kind of rush the entry. I should have just waited for news. I was even talking about it in the recap. I was like, bro, I should just waited for the news. And then yeah, I kind of got FOMO. It's a little bit, but I did wait for everything, you know, like to be confirmed. Like, you know, the order flow breaking, you know, breaking these sell buy side imbalances, beginning them inverse, showing bearish order flow. You know what I'm saying? Retracing a little bit, entering, boom. I feel like especially since the stop loss was more loose based on confidence and drawing the risk, should have been better for a looser stop. Yeah, I think I should have been risking less. Because the stop loss was a little bit bigger. If I'm trading like on the 3 minute, or like even then if I am trading on this, you know, like the 1 minute, usually the stops are very tight. On here, it wasn't really tight. I'm not used to, you know, having a bigger stop loss. But in this scenario, I knew, like, I was like, wait, hold on, we have a 15 minutes change in the state. You know, we have a 15-minute change in the state. We shouldn't, you know, we swept both sides of this candle. We shouldn't really be hitting the 50%, and then, you know, we shouldn't really be tracing to the 50% here. We should open up, move, and then eventually start moving lower. But it just never really happened until the news came. But again, it is the week before elections on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I shouldn't have really been trying to have much risk. It just wasn't ideal because again, we have elections. This, like, you know, we have elections the next week. It's a Friday. We shouldn't have been risking this much, or having like, yeah, we shouldn't have been having this much risk, especially with how the market conditions were. Should have just been chilling a little bit more, and the stop loss was a little bit bigger. So yeah, he's kind of right. But this would have been the better trade, honestly. As soon as we get inverse retrace, enter stops above the high, right here for this next candle, not that one, this one right here, and then the market starts to move lower once we see the break below these lows, the fair value gap right here. Then the stops go to break even. Another thing too I've been really thinking about was just not moving my stop loss to break even. That's another thing I've really been thinking about it. I was like, should I just not move my stops to break even anymore? Even though we are going to mitigate the risk of losing, I just think if you move the stop loss to break even, especially like at a 1-to-1, it can retrace and then eventually go higher. But at a 1-to-2, I would probably move it. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about. Probably at a 1-to-2 or 3 PD arrays. You know, that's another thing. I feel like I just moved my stop loss too early. I should be using the 3 PD array rule, or at a 1-to-2. Start, you know, mitigating the risk. Oh, also at the bulk of the move, we usually hit the target like perfectly at 11. Yeah. See, as soon as the macro came in, where was it? Right here, 950 to 1010. 950, 1010, we started chopping around. Then after the macro, we started to move lower. And then we completed the target. Yeah, we completed the target after both of the macros. It was like in between, whenever after the after this macro ended, and then before this macro started, we moved. Pretty unideal, but it was during the silver bullet too, though. So 10 to 11, right here was during that silver bullet, that AM silver bullet. Perfect trade idea. Boom. Just got it wrong, honestly. I probably could have traded silver bullet there. That would have been better. It's just like I'm just so mad. It makes me mad. This would have completed the challenge, but even then, like, why are you even rushing past the challenge, risking so much, bro? What is wrong with me? I gotta fight my demons, bro. Especially when it comes to risk and just trade management. So yeah, here reaching the daily PDRA 4-hour SIBI. I want to see this get inversed if we are gonna be bullish, and if we're not gonna be bullish, continue holding it, push lower, reach the lows, have a double sweep. I wouldn't even be against that, and then eventually starting to reverse. But I want to see the reversal happen at the weekly opening of the candle. I don't want to see, you know, what is today, Sunday. I want to see, you know, like Monday create the low of week, or Tuesday create the low of week. Then we start moving up higher. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here on this one. BNB, we're on BNB, right? Yeah, that's where I was. BNB, again, monthly time frame, unable to get above higher low of this monthly candle in September. We did complete the market maker sell model. We didn't hold this order block or this PDRA here. Now we have a bearish SIBI. We did sweep the lows. We did also reach these lows. Now I want to see if the market starts to reverse here, and then eventually reach for the 12H SIBI, or the daily SIBI up there, I mean. And then again, we have a 4-hour SIBI here also. And we have bearish order flow being established. Why? Because this low right here, we broke below it. So yeah, we just have bearish order flow being established here. So boom, bearish order flow. If we break above this high, then of course we're going to start to have bullish order flow there. You'll usually do the mistake enough to the point where you absolutely inhabit the better mindset eventually. It'll just all seem so far away one day, these emotions, when trading right now. Yeah, that's true. I feel like it's just all part of the process. That's kind of another thing too. Like, I want to make so many mistakes to the point where I just break. That's kind of another thing. I read it in a mastery, you know what I'm saying? Like, the monks, they go so deep into like devastation, or not devastation, but like it's like doing the wrong thing or something like that, and then eventually boom, they reach enlightenment. They become enlightened. But that's kind of what I want to do in trading. I want to do, like, I want to fix my mistakes, of course, try to work on them, but also like get to the point where I just break. Boom, I break. That's why you'll be like liking make the mistakes on lower sides, because yeah, it just goes in a full circle. Yeah, it's all gonna, I feel like it's gonna be like a whole 360. Once you reach profitability, it's like just a whole 360. You go like all around the whole circle, and then you just realize you should have been doing this from the start, and then boom, you can't do anything about it. You can't go back in time. You just have to continue to do what you're doing. If you make mistakes on lower sides, you can maximize the learning process off of 1 or 2 evals accounts. That's another thing I plan on doing, like having more than one account. I feel like it's just too much attachment. And like once you're trading differently, you have, you know, more avenues to go through with more accounts and all that. And if you have multiple accounts that are like high, that's another thing too. I feel like I just don't have enough capital. And once you have enough capital, you don't really have to risk much. That's another thing. Right now I don't have much capital. That's kind of why I'm risking a lot more. But once you reach that 6 figs, 7 figs, all you really need is 0.5 to 1%. You don't really need to be aiming for like much more. 6% a month is good. That's good if you're up there in high capital. But yeah, here we can see we closed above total 3, or this is total bullish. Weekly time frame, we have the weekly bullish order block holding. We have CRT here forming. You want to see this right here? Respecting, you know, open up 50% inside of the discount, move up higher off of a daily PDRA. We don't really have much here. Daily inversion. Big thing is trust in the process. Every money making method takes a little intuition. The best thing any trader can do is minimize their losses while learning fundamentals, how to manage themselves. I need to rewatch the stream. I'm gonna rewatch the stream probably later. Probably gonna take notes on what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, with inversion, that's really the only thing really too that's I need to work on. It's probably psychology and like risk, psychology, my habits, my trading habits, I should say. And then yeah, that's pretty much really it. Everything technical is fine, I won't lie. Everything technical is fine here. Probably just sticking to the rules, 1 trade a day, lower the risk, let the trade run. That's really it, honestly. Minimizing losses during losing streaks, maximize profits during the winning. That's kind of another thing too about pyramiding. If you're winning, why not add to the winning position? That's kind of it kind of goes with it, you know. You want to capitalize on the wins as much as possible, especially if you're catching the weekly power 3. Here we do seem a little bit more bullish. So We get below those lows, we're unable to hold. We have these highs right here, we're breaking above now. If we continue and we close above here, I'm going to be a little bit more bullish. Even though the daily does look bearish, I would be a little bit more bearish on the daily. I feel like we need a 12H SIBI. So yeah, we need a 12H SIBI to form here. I feel like that would be a lot better. Once we form this and make this inverse push up higher, I don't really care about the daily inversion anymore. But I'll still keep it into consideration. If, you know, we open up, move up higher, and then eventually start to move lower, I wouldn't be against that. But on the 12H, it just screams bullish. If we make this form, make it inverse, push up higher, I feel like the low would be in. Would have 12H CRT. We get above here, make this inverse, retrace, move up higher. I feel like it would be a little bit more bullish. So yeah. Let's go here on the monthly. The month, bro, we've been chopping really on these candles here. You can see we, boom, we sweep the low. We're inside of this range now. On the weekly, we have a weekly bullish order block. Chopping around, we can see we have weekly CRT here, sweeping the low, closing now. It looks good. It looks good since we are manipulating more, but yeah, we just don't really have much PD rates to go off of, if I'm being truly honest. See, the daily order block I disrespected. Let's go close. Let's get this out of the way. There. Boom. We have a bearish order block on the daily forming with this change in state of delivery. And again, this is bearish order flow here being established. Why? We broke above the high. Now we're closing above the swing low. We are unable to continue higher here after we swept this low, or you can say we swept this low, and then we, you know, we're broken above these highs. We're unable to get above here. This is looking bearish now because again, we sweep this, move lower, close below, a little bit more bearish. Maybe we can continue to the downside here, reach for these PD arrays or these lows, I mean, and then eventually start to reverse. That would be more ideal since it does look a little bit more bearish. And then on the 12H, forming a 12H SIBI again. I'm going to be waiting for that. And then on the 4H, we have 4-hour PD arrays here. Probably marking this one out since it is left unfilled. And we are, again, breaking structure to the downside here. So it does seem ideal to continue to the downside. Why wouldn't you want to be bearish until we make these PD arrays inverse? Or if we sweep the lows. You know, even though we swept this, technically, you know, we got to wait. You got to wait for the retracement. Because, again, it isn't going to simply be a reversal all the way. You know, you want to see the retracement. It's hard to see, you know, bullish PD arrays while you're retracing to the upside. Get respected. If not, then they're going to get inverse and they're going to continue to the downside, you know. You're going to have something like this. So you don't want to see that happen, you know. You want to see if you're going to continue or if you're not during the retracement. Solana has been so strong recently, bro. It's crazy. So we're forming a weekly PD array. I'm going to mark it out real quick. Forming a weekly BIS. I want to see us retrace up into it since again this candle is looking a little bit more bearish. I feel like we are. This is another thing about the third candle confirmation on fair value apps. If let's see if we can find one. I want to see if we can find one. So like this. So this is your third candle confirmation on the fair value app right here. You know, it's your first candle, it's your third candle. If the third candle closes above the second one, we're likely to not come back to that fair value gap. That's kind of what I've been noticing, really. It's on Twitter too, you know. People are always talking about it, you know. So here, you know, it's the first candle, the second candle, third candle, we open up, moving down lower. If we were simply opening up and then, you know, we open up, we create a low or something to form the fair value gap and move up higher when we close, most likely we wouldn't really be retracing to the fair value gap. If we were like extremely in the discount, but if we're like in a premium, we can retrace up into it, but it's all the way down here. You know, we have to disrespect this whole candle. Probably in the 4H, 1H, we have fair value ups here. It wouldn't likely seem we're going to come to the weekly fair value up, you know. So yeah, it's kind of what I'm seeing here. So this candle we can retrace, but if it's like something like this, you know, you're closing above, you're breaking up the highs, and you have a fair value up formed, it doesn't really seem like you're going to retrace, you know. Especially if you're like, it depends on what the dealing range is too on the higher time frame, but the context is telling you it's not going to retrace. So yeah, and then here on the daily, we can retrace again. It does seem like we're gonna retrace, you know. We have our buy setup here, and yeah, it seems ideal. We formed the bearish order block. Looks like we want to continue back down. I wouldn't be against that, you know, like reaching into the higher time from PDRA and then eventually starting to move up higher. If you measure like the daily, not the daily range, if you measure like the 50%, that's kind of where you want to see the reversal occur. Somewhere like right there, you know. Maybe we open up, move higher, and then come down, and then we start to reverse if we want to be bullish. But again, we're going to likely have bearish PDRAs, which we're going to have to make inverse. And then if you want to retrace, to move up higher, we can. So yeah, something like that. Kind of what I'm expecting if we want to continue being strong on Sol. And if not, then we're probably going to make this inverse, reach for these lows down here, and form a market maker sell model in the higher time frame and continue to the downside if we don't want to be strong on Sol. And the ETH and just start, like, you know, start to catch up and like starts to be strong. ETH, BTC again, weakness, monthly SIBI. At this point, bro, just come reach these lows. You know what I'm saying? Like, come reach those lows, complete it. We're still inside of here. But it just doesn't look like it's gonna hold. Again, we're like inside of the deeper discount. I would want to see candles like this. You know, we formed CRT, we open up. I wanted to see this move up higher, you know, not form a SIBI. But it just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. I think like having 2.5k live account or $20 a month eval account is so powerful because you will have no pressure over the time limit that comes with evals. You can do 1 micro for years, scale up off milestones. Super duper OP method right there. Yeah, I might do that, honestly. I'm thinking about doing that, but I just need a side hustle, really. I'm just do content creation, bro. And then eventually I'm gonna just start scaling in capital. Probably put in that money for like content creation. That's kind of why, again, I want to mass produce content, bro. Like, I'm gonna mass produce, have like a little side income, and then invest that into trading. Cause again, I don't know if you've seen the tweet I was talking about earlier. Where's it at? Let's pull it up. I was talking about the tweet. Tweet. Goal is to reach 100. We were almost there. I failed. I didn't fail because I haven't quit yet. So, open up a new channel. Barely at 600. My goal for the end of this year is to reach 10k, but I'm aiming for the plaque. But yeah, having a side hustle, that would alleviate a lot more too, though, for me. Literally a month of content can just pay for your eval, and then you wouldn't give about. Yeah, that's the thing too. That's another thing I'm really trying to do right now. That's my main goal, bro. You took it. Boom. You took it. That's literally it. And then I wouldn't be risking so much. That's kind of another thing too. I feel like if I had a side income, I wouldn't even really be worried about trading. Like, trying to make it full time. Wouldn't really risk it. I wouldn't really risk as much, or I wouldn't really be in a rush to make it as much. So yeah, that's my goal, really. Just have a side income from content creation, and then eventually use that money to put it into evals, like future evals, like Top Step, My Funded FX, or My Funding Futures, whatever. And just like use the micros, like the lowest possible risk, like 0.25 or 0.5. Because again, the profit target on those futures prop firms are not that much, bro. They're only like 6%. While FX firms, like 8 to 10%, bro. It's crazy. And then you have phase 2. And you know what I'm saying? You have phase 2, bro. You gotta aim for another like 5%. And then, you know, futures is only phase 1. You know, you only got one phase. You only got 6%. Then you gotta pay for, you know, the activation fee, and then you're funded, you know. And then you gotta have the consistency rule, which is not bad at all, you know. If you're consistent and you're consistently profitable, that wouldn't be a problem at all, you know. I've literally progressed so much mentally. Being an actual good trader, that grows the psychological part of your brain so much. You become like goated. I want to reach that stage. I want to see how it feels. I do. But yeah, here we're not really holding this monthly BISI. We're below the 50%, as you can see there, and we have a monthly SIBI. I was expecting this short candle right here on October this month. Since we formed CRT here, I wanted to see it push up higher, but we just never happened. So we're still bearish order block here, breaking the lows, bearish order flow here being established on the daily time frame. Again, breaking market structure. I need to update this, honestly. I'm gonna leave the high up there, or I mean that BISI. I'm gonna use this right here, you know, breaking market structure. We have a bearish order block there. Yeah, we're just moving down lower so much. This one is, bro, it's just drastically moving lower. The BTC dominance is just there. Honestly. It's not even close. And then let's go to Sol, BTC, Solana. We've been chopping around, honestly. We still have CRT formed here on this one. Why not mark it out? Let's mark it out. Why not? So yeah. And we have another one forming now. So let's actually mark out the new one. So we want to see the 50% be met. Weekly time frame, weekly buy center balance. We're not really holding it. If we make an inverse again, reaching for this low, since we're going to be, you know, forming the market maker sell model here, looks more ideal to be completed. And then we have a bearish breaker market structure. So we're breaking the low. So yeah. And yeah, no, it really does seem ideal if we do make this inverse. Even though we have these PD arrays and we have this breaker here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just looks bearish still. So maybe we retrace, then eventually we start to move up higher and we form another CRT here. Not OTE. So yeah. On the 4 hour, we have another 4 hour SIBI. So again, we're just bearish here, and we have a bearish order block there too. So here, I'm just still bearish. I'm still bearish, especially with how the weekly candle closes. If we close below, I'm bearish all the way. But if we close inside, then of course I'm a little bit more iffy. I would still want the 50% of that weekly CRT to be hit. So yeah. But we have daily CRT here also. So I want to see the 50% be met real soon. Next candle probably opening up. Monday maybe we'll open up, chop around here, and then we start moving lower. Let's see. 1K subs by the end of the year, 5K by summer, I believe. In order to pay for eval every month, you probably need 1.5 to 2K subs, especially if you'll pump out content. Yeah. Nah, like bro, like mass production. If I'm being real, like shorts, uploading shorts, like at least 5 shorts on every platform I can, like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And then for like videos, long form, I want to do psychology videos and trade recaps like Monday through Friday, and then the weekends probably like doing some, like, I don't know, like the streams, well, that's one of them. And then for videos, I don't know, I'll probably have to see. I want to do like scripted videos where I script the video and like I actually go and like actually plan the whole video out and like have good editing, you know, like B-roll, all that. I feel like those are gonna outperform the ones from like the weekdays, like Monday through Friday trade recap psychology videos. It's gonna outperform them. But that's kind of what I want to though. And like uploading shorts, you know, like short form content every single day, and then being active on every social media platform I can. But yeah, I don't want to streams on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I don't want to end that, you know. See, I hate how this has been doing it every single time on the 15 or like the 1 hour. It's because the indicators are on this chart. You see that? See, I'm on this right here, auto fits, but it doesn't fit, bro. So yeah, let's go to AVAX. I need to clean these charts, bro. It's so bad. Do like a unique series that for helps people, like some like monk mode episode 1 through 10 full playlist. I already did monk mode. That's another thing. I mean, I want to do that, but I feel like that's not gonna get views, bro. For me, bro, I gotta do stuff that like would actually get views. But then also at the same time, I don't want to do something that only gets views. I want to get, you know, people coming back. So I want to have subscribers. That's the whole goal, to get subs, you know. So uploading something that's good, but also something that will, you know, attract a new audience and make people stay. I feel like something that gravitates to other people's attention. Even though I want the videos to be helping me and like helping them, it's just it gotta be more than that, honestly. It gotta be something that like goes to like a wider audience, you know, to more a spectrum of people. It's kind of another thing I've just been trying to brainstorm, like meditate, really think about it. But the main thing to do here is just take action, you know. Along the way you'll learn and you'll grow. But right now it's just taking action. It's probably like starting like in next week, probably after the election, start uploading a lot more. But right now we've been doing that too though. But like short form wise, I need to get AI to like start clipping streams, like certain videos, and like just do that myself also. Like make short form videos that are scripted also. But yeah, no, like that's one of my goals, bro, for this year. So AVAX again, the monthly candle, unable to close above or below, unable to reach one of these areas. Here in this scenario, we wanted to see this high to get broken above and continue higher. We're just unable to do that. On the weekly time frame, this monthly we look bullish. We look like we're forming a market maker buy model. Weekly time frame, we sweep the low. We're inside of a choppy range. We're likely to make this inverse. We're sweeping the low now. I would want to see if we can form CRT here. It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. On the daily, let's go to the daily bearish order flow being established once more. This is your new buy side objective up here now, and we have a bearish sell side imbalance here, and then again we have a bearish order block, but a bearish breaker market structure also being established there. So again, I'm a little bit more bearish here. We also are forming another one. I'm gonna have to wait for that to form to then form it. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, on the daily I'm gonna just mark it out right here. as a break in market structure for right now. Even though we haven't closed, I'm still gonna continue to market out. And then the weekly, we swept the objective, and then we also have a buy set imbalance up here. So again, that's another thing. We're reaching into a higher time for PDRA. Even though the monthly and all that, we don't have one, or the weekly. We don't have weekly CRT or anything like that. Something that attracts attention is helpful and easily repeatable for a long time. Doesn't take a shit ton of energy out of you. Yeah, that's another, yeah. But I want to have like I want to have a good audience, you know. I don't want to have people that are like, I don't want to have brain rot content, you know. I don't want to do stuff just for attention, you know. But if I have to, bro, I will. I won't even lie to you. At this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to, bro. I was gonna pay for the eval. I was gonna pay for my trading. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do what I gotta do. No matter what, I gotta do it. I'll do it, bro. If I have to, bro. If I have to, I have to. That's like my last resort, though. It's like the last card I have in the deck. I'm not trying to pull that one out. You know, I'm trying to have good content, but if it gets to that point, I will. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If it has to get to that point, I don't want to take it to that point, but if I have to, bro, I will. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get the bread to pay for these accounts. I'm saying it can be a bit brain rot, but not 100%. Still helpful content. Yeah, but like if it's not, you know, like if it's not working out, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's not, the 50-50 ain't working, we're going 70-30. And then if it's not working 70-30, we're going 100%. You know, there's like stages to this. If we're not like, but again, I want to give myself more time too. It's not gonna, I know it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen like in 1 month. It's gonna take a couple months, couple years to get to that point. Maybe get there quicker. You know, it all depends on how much work you put in and all that. So, but yeah. Here we're bouncing off of this daily PDRA again. We swept the low. Let's mark it out real quick for y'all. So as soon as we swept the low, you can see we just instantly reject them. We start moving up higher here. Right now, I'm a little bit more 50-50, especially how the daily is looking so bearish. Right now, I wouldn't really want to be touching AVAX if I'm being real. It looks super weak. We still have bearish order flow being maintained until we get above this high right here, or this body of this candle form a bullish breaker here and get above here. Then eventually I'm going to start to be bullish. Until then, I'm not really going to be trying to take longs here, even though this would be a little bit, you know, like of a nice limit entry here. Boom, we sweep. Then we start moving up higher. That would be the most ideal ideal lowest entry that you can possibly get right now. Nah, never over 100. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't go that far. I'm probably have a little bit. I'm gonna just try to have more quality content though. So in the monthly, we have monthly CRT here on TON. TON has been one of those markets where I love trading it. I love everything about it, actually. Monthly time frame, monthly BISI, you can see we're respecting it every time. We sweep this right here. And then, you know, we have a monthly SIBI now, which I kind of see getting inverse eventually for bullish still. Let's take this off. And then on the weekly time frame, again, we're just unable to get above. This whole week, guess what? This whole week was what? A week for the elections. This week has been waiting, especially it's been waiting. It's like the volume is like right here. This is the volume. Next, the election week is gonna be like this. This week right here, this is what we had. Was not ideal. BTC, Solana, of course, ETH, all that they were moving, but the altcoins, stable coins, not really, bro. Not really. They're waiting for the elections, and once those big markets start moving, these little ones are gonna start to move also. You know, they're gonna start to catch up. Right now, though, this week it's just been super slow. You see, we're unable to get above or below. Same thing with this one right here. Same thing with this one right here. You know, we're just unable to get above or below. This whole month, actually, we've just been chilling, unable to get anywhere. Or October, I mean. November, manipulating lower. I see bullish, you know, power 3 forming. But, you know, we got to confirm it. So, yeah. Let's go back to the weekly, actually. So, yeah, on the weekly, we're unable to get above or below right there. You know, we are going to close right here, but this really doesn't matter to me, honestly, since we have monthly CRT. It would have been more ideal if we opened up and then, you know, sweep that and then we start to move up higher. That would be more ideal, you know. On the daily, though, we have a daily SIBI, which we can make inverse if we get above here. And then eventually we're going to start to be bullish. But again, I would have preferred if we swept that low, but if we did sweep this one. So, you know, it isn't bad, but this is like more of an intra-week sweep. You see, this was created Thursday, Sunday, we sweeping it. You know, this is the whole week right here from... you know, this Sunday right here, or I mean this Monday to this Sunday, wasn't really ideal. You know what I'm saying? You can see the weekly open, come down, sweep it now. We're gonna wait for the next one to form, which is around what? Where's it around? Right here. So yeah, Sunday 20 o'clock. You know, it's intra-week sweep. Not really ideal, but I mean, I'm willing to take it. You know. So yeah, we are reversing off the sweep there. Right now, in order for me to confirm bullish order flow, we're going to have to get above here. Even if we make this inverse, that's a good sign. That's like the first sign that we're likely to start moving up higher here. But once we get above here, that's really confirmed right there. Why? Because of this right here. Right there. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I can't get out of it. It's going to be like this right here. This is what it's confirming. You know, we sweep, close above, right there. Boom. Even though we're moving down lower, it was like this right here. Oh my God. It was like this right here. Moving down lower. Boom. Sweep. Move up. Close above here. You want to see that continue happening. Retracements. Boom. Boom. And then you want to catch the turtle swoop entry right there. Boom. OTE. Sweep. Boom. Move up higher. Right now we had this right here, you know, where, you know, sweeping the highs, coming back down, closing below. Boom. Sweeping the highs, coming back down, closing below the low. Right now, you see this right here? Remember this right here. Remember that. That's where we're at right now. It's kind of where we're at, honestly. It's kind of where we're at. You know, we're sweeping the lows, move up higher, make this inverse, then we close above here. We're flipping from bearish to bullish. All right. I need to review those notes actually. Romeo, I won't lie, Romeo is a good teacher. I don't know if he's a good trader, but he's a good teacher. Same thing with ICT. Both of them are really good. I would recommend learning from both of them. If you want to learn from MMXM, they're both really good too. You know, all those traders are really good. You don't want to be learning too much stuff from everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be mixing it all up. You want to stick with one. Right now, I'm trying to stick with more of Romeo's approach of market profiles, weekly power 3, all that, and ICT, of course. Those two really are like the main people I'm really like reviewing the notes, learning from, all that. PJ trades up and coming. Let's see. There's so many traders, bro. It's crazy. I want to be up there, but I don't want to be claiming to be like one of the best traders. I want to be one of the best content creator traders. That's one of my goals. I want to be a good trader too, though. You know, I want to be a good trader, but I also want to be. I feel like everybody can be a good trader. You know, you don't have to post your wins. I mean, you don't have to post your losses. You can only post your wins. You could be demo trading demo. You can be flipping accounts on demo, and you can be claiming that you are one of the best traders. You know, in this space. And it's so hard to find good traders that are actually genuine, that are actually real, traders. You know. I want to be one of those real traders that are good, that are genuinely good. But I don't want to claim to be the best. I don't want to claim to have 80% win rate, 1 to 3. You know, I don't want to do that. I just want to be profitable. I want to be a good trader, but I want to be known for my content. Really. There are people on payout leaderboards that trade 2 to 3 times a month low. They probably so stress free. Yeah, they swing trade, bro. Swing trading is kind of low key slept on, especially like on content creation side. Everybody's posting day trading, scalping. Not really many people are posting day swing trading. Rinse and repeat. Once you find edge, it's over. Facts. Once you find the edge, you want to continue to study, continue to analyze, continue to refine it and get better and better to the point where you can't, to the point where you max out your stats. That's kind of where I'm, trying to get to. Fractal. Price is fractal. What is it telling us now? If we get above here, short-term bullish. See, same thing really on the 4H. You see how the 4H, we're sweeping the lows, now we're closing, and we're reaching the highs here. It's kind of bullish, because if we were bearish, we would hold this right now. We wouldn't have this entry sweep. Well, it didn't sweep. It would have been better if it swept, because then that would have been a lot better, honestly. But here you can see we sweep the lows. It's kind of a sweep since we closed, but like if we go up to like the 1H, it's a sweep. Nah, if we go up to like 2H, it's a sweep maybe. Nah, if we go to the 3H, maybe it's a sweep, right? Oh my goodness, where's it a sweep? Yeah, so the 6H sweep, but on the 15 it really doesn't look like it. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like it's a repeating pattern on the 15. But you gotta have context. Why is this one going to hold? Why is this one going to do that? Because we're inside of a discount. We're inside of a monthly buy side balance. We're near the equilibrium of the range, or we are below the equilibrium of the range. It should be bullish. Daily time frame. We're sweeping the lows. We have a daily buy side imbalance. We're inside of a super deep discount. You have a bullish little order block there. And yeah, I wouldn't mind if we do start to reverse here and we start pushing up higher. That's kind of why. You gotta have context. That's kind of why. I just told you why. TON, it does look very viable, but again, daily time frame, daily civvy, I want to see this get inverse first. And then probably form a change in state with this right here. Form a change in state with a bullish order block forming. Look at BTC dominance chart on TradingView. Gives you amazing information if you want to know how altcoins move. Yeah, if I go right here, BTC. Dominance has been, bro, it's crazy. The BTCD has been crazy. It's been moving up a lot more recently. Not gonna lie, I just thought about it, and the fastest way you'll grow is posting fake profits and daily recaps, even though you wouldn't find a daily trade. Gotta do what you gotta do, low. Nah, bro, that's like 100% brain rot. I'm trying to be authentic, you know what I'm saying? But if I have to get to that, that's what I'm saying. If I have to get to that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to, if I have to fake it till I make it, I'm willing to do it, but I don't want to. I don't want to be known for that at first. But then it's gonna go away, It's gonna go away after, you start showing real profits and all that. That's what people usually do, bro. They post, they pay for emails, yeah, and then they sell signal groups too, or they sell a course, and then they make more, and then they funnel all that to then actually start real trading. But like, if you do have the skill though, you can do that, and then you can just play it off. You can play it off, bro. Just do $100 to $1 million challenge with a paper trading account. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Then they become millionaires, and they become millionaires, then they actually start becoming good traders. Some of them do. Some of them don't. Some of them just funnel their cash into like investments instead of actually trading. They start like buying stocks or making good investments in stocks, in crypto, spot. Only spot. They don't actually trade. Nah, if they actually terrible traders, it don't work. Yeah, facts. But I feel like you can pull that shit off easily. Because again, you won't be fully... Bro, I won't lie, I'm demo traded, bro. I've demo traded. Let's pull it up. Oh, my stream is lagging. Bro, my sisters are eating up the Wi-Fi right now, I bet. Let's show you guys. Let me pull up my MT4 account. It's a demo one, though. It's a demo one. You're going to see. I've only been taking wins. And this is like... Oh, yeah, it's not even loading. My Wi-Fi is that bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm lagging right now. I really am. Invalid account. Whoa. What's going on? Why is nothing loading, bro? I hate how this happens. I'm sorry, guys. The stream's lagging. My stream is lagging bad, I bet. Why is it not loading? I'm about to just pull it up on Twitter right here. I think it would be easier if I just go to X. See, I'm trying to load it up, but it's not loading. You see that? You see my MT4? Bro, I was a demo. I can't even read right now, bro. So bad I am right now. But I feel like you can pull. Bro, I was a demo demon also, LMAO. Bro's demo account was so unprofited, got banned. But nothing's loading. I'm cooked. Let me just show y'all on Twitter. I have the trades on X, like the trades I took, but I don't have the profits posted. Look at this. I was a demo demon, bro. I swear. On Euro. You're gonna be laughing at me. On Euro, look at that. I was a demo demon. I'm gonna show you the trade here. This is on October 30th. All right, remember that. October 30th, 8:51. This is where I bought. I don't want to close that. October 30th. That's where I bought. Remember that, all right? October 30th. Go to the 1H. October 30th, right here. So I bought this right here. Bought the sweep. All this right here. Demo demon, bro. I'm a demo demon. You see that? Demo demon, bro. It's literally like so easy if you do demo and like you just like buy at a good key area with key context. You hold the trade, it's over. Especially if like you catch in the weekly power 3. Here, I was looking at 4 hours CRT here, taking the trade, but I didn't on a live account though, or a prop firm account. Bro, my stream is so laggy, bro. I don't want to end it early. Oh my goodness, I don't want to end it. I wanted to finish at least stable coins, and then eventually, next stream we can probably do these. I'm gonna finish these right now actually, and then I'll eventually end it, cause I know it's lagging so much. So much more confidence. Yeah, so much more confidence, less euphoria. That's another thing. You're not as euphoric as you went on demo. You really don't care. That's why you just like, you're more confident. You're able to risk more, and then you're just able to reset it too. You don't really have to show the win or the losses. You don't have to accept the losses. Demo equals no risk, so you are more confident, no emotions at all. I might do that. I might do that challenge where I'm like demo, like 10,000 to like 1 million or something. Just for the views. I need views, bro. I need content. I need a side hustle right now for content. That's like, content is my side hustle. I need, and then of course the plaque. I want the plaque, bro. I'm so hungry for the plaque. But then also using that money and like actually trading, you know, like actually getting good on evals, start building personal capital on futures, crypto, spot too. I love that people make like 10K on demo one day and then think like they're goats and they get stopped and blame the market. Yeah. Especially, bro, especially the news people. People on demo with news, crazy. They're demons. They're demons, bro. Well, if they win, you see them everywhere. If they lose, they're all quiet, but you don't see them. Or you do see them, but they're like no, no. You know, they're just like going crazy. But here on near does look really good. Monthly time frame, monthly order block. I'm gonna just continue to stream even though it's probably lagging. I'm really sorry. Weekly time frame, sell side objective. I want to see that be met. Again, bearish order flow. We have this being established real quick. These down close, up close candles, bearish order blocks, and then on the daily, you see them though. Yeah, you don't ever see people post their L's really on Twitter or on social media in general. Some do, but some really, majority don't actually. Mods delete the VOD. This stream the rap, yeah. To like delete the clips. It's like ban them. So on the daily here, let's go right here. So again, daily bearish order flow. Why did I mark this out? I don't need to mark this out. Bearish market flow, order flow. I mean, what am I saying? Bearish order flow, daily SIBI. Again, here in this scenario, we disrespected. We're not really disrespected, but we already closed below, and we want to see this continue to move lower because we have all these PD arrays get inverse. Every PD array in the PD array matrix that ICT has talked about can be used as an inversion. It can be old highs, rejection block lows, can be order blocks, can be fair value gaps, can be anything, breakers, everything can get inversed, and you can use it as an inversion to complete the other side of the market maker model. He's talked about this. I love using them, every single PD array. But yeah, see this low getting met really soon. Probably opening up next week, moving down lower, sweeping the low, and then we start to reverse in the next like 3 weeks for sure. But yeah, you see a market maker buy model forming here. This is like your sell side to the curve, and then eventually you're gonna form the buy side to the curve there. And yeah, right now we don't really have any PD arrays we're really working with on the higher time frame. That's kind of why I like waiting for the higher time frame, like the weekly and the daily, to have higher time frame PD arrays. So right now I'm just gonna wait for this low to get swept, and then eventually we can start eventually moving up higher. If we want to come back down lower, this is probably where the 50% of this consequent encroachment of this wick, let's just mark it out right here, is an objective also, where I would want to see the market stop and then eventually start to reverse. That's as low as I would want to see, like probably a little bit below, and then we start to reverse and move up higher there. But yeah, right now we don't really have much here on these time frames. Only the monthly order block, the weekly time frame, we don't really have much here. I would want to see advanced CRT on the monthly here, or on the weekly candle open up. So like advanced CRT, we open up, move down lower, and then we start to move up higher. So something like that, something like this. Hold on, let me show you guys. Let's see if I can find it. I'm sorry, Romeo, if you ever see this, please don't ban me on Twitter or anything like that. Where's it at? Something like this forming. We open up the week right here, chop around a little bit, and then we sweep the low from the previous week, and then we start to move up higher. That's kind of what I would want for right now. Or let's go look at let's go over here. Go to trading models. So something like this on the weekly candle, though. On the weekly candle, a bearish one. Let's see if we can find a bearish one. So something like this, but don't even look at the Monday candle. Look at the Tuesday right here. So close this. How can I? Something like this, where we open up, we close right here, open up, we sweep lower, and then we start to move up higher. We start to reverse because it's not a weekly candle. It's not on a daily candle. So something like this. Again, it's the same thing really. We chop around. We have the higher time frame, previous week low. We sweep it, and then we start to reverse here. Then we form like a bullish order block or something like this. Yeah, then we start to move up higher. It's kind of what I want. It's kind of what I'm aiming for. Rip, yeah, rip. All right, Sui has been strong. Is the stream good? I feel like the stream is just super buggy right now. Nah, I don't know. Monthly time frame. I feel like the stream, it says good connection, but he said rip, so I don't know if it ended or if it like just cut out. But if it did, I'm sorry. If it's lagging, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm streaming every week. I really aim for a 1 hour, but this one is about to be 2 hours, and that's kind of it's kind of sad because we have not even reached every market or like down here. I would expect to be down here right now, but it's cool. On the monthly time frame again, I want to see either one side of the market get hit. If we sweep the lows, I want to see a move up higher. If we start to move up higher, I want to see a close above the high. I want to see a sweep of the lows or a close above the high to continue being bullish here. On the weekly time frame, we swept the low. We have the monthly BISI formed. The weekly time frame, we have a weekly BISI. Here, this one does look a lot stronger. Entering Glizzy overdrive, yeah, it's probably super laggy, I bet. And then on the daily time frame, we have a daily bullish BPR. We are sweeping lows. To me, this seems really bullish here. I want to see this high get met really, really soon on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Forming a 4 hour order block right there. Here in the scenario, you want to see the retracement and then obviously the move higher. Here in this scenario for sure. We're going to form a 1 hour BISI also maybe. So yeah, we're going to form a 1 hour BISI here. This does scream bullish. Again, we sweep the lows, closing above the highs. Screams bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. And then let's go to Caspa. And then Beam, I'm done with the stream. I know it's lagging too bad. I can't, bro. I'm going to just go record a video after this. Beam or Caspa. Sweeping the lows. Sweeping the lows for sure. Again, monthly time frame. High and low. I want to see the low get met really soon. And then eventually, if we want to start to reverse, continue, reversing. If we want to be bearish, continue being bearish, The weekly time frame also, we have this low and this high. We're in between. We have the weekly inversion for rally up there that got respected. This is your bearish break in market structure. Again, market has been telling us bear, bear, bear. So continue to the downside here. And then obviously we have a bearish order block that formed. Again, reaching for this low. And then obviously this one down here. So it's kind of the ideal scenario here. We respected the CB, the bearish break in market structure. This is going to be your external buy side objective right now, right here. So yeah. And then on the 4 hour time frame, we have a 4 hour inversion that formed, and then we also have a 4 hour CB I was looking at right now. But I just wanted to see something. I wanted to see something a little bit more inside of that right here. Probably this right here. So yeah. So we can retrace back up into these PD arrays, and then I'm going to start to move lower. That would be more ideal here. And then Beam. Let's go to Beam. This is the last market I'm in the stream here because I know it's lagging probably. It keeps buffering, bro, and I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to have a bad stream, or I don't want to continue to be on a bad stream, Monthly CRT, respecting the 50% right now. We're opening up, hitting the 50%. Inversion for rally up there. I want to see the low get swept right now at this point. We have a new external buy side objective right here. On the daily time frame, we have a market maker model. We have this right here, this buy side imbalance, which we are retracing up into. You see we reject the rejection block lows. We sweep the rejection block lows. We are forming a daily CB here, which if we want to be bullish, we're going to have to make inverse and then eventually start to move up higher. We have our external buy side objective up here from this high. And then on the 4 hour time frame, we have a 4 hour CB right here, which we can make inverse with this bearish order block. And then on the 1 hour is probably a breaker here. So yeah, on the 1 hour it's a breaker. So if we do make this all right here inverse and we close above, we're going to be bullish for sure. So yeah, we're going to be bullish if we can make all this inverse retrace and then start to push up higher. I feel like that would be more ideal, especially since we opened up and now we're hitting the 50% of the CRT. And when you have this market maker model here, you can see that there, where we just continue to the downside. Now we're going to want to start to see the start to see the strong expansion to the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much really it for the stream. I know the stream is lagging. I know it's buffering really bad. So I'm just going to end it here. But yeah, that's pretty much my analysis. Hopefully next stream Saturday, late night, we're going to do that for sure. And yeah, late night Saturday, next stream, crypto charting, commentary, or Q&A, all of that. So yeah, right now I know the stream is live.